A Presbyterian is hosting its grand opening of a very important addition to its hospital, a Cancer Resource Center, and the first in Albuquerque. They've teamed up with the American Cancer Society and are hosting the big grand opening event for that opening tomorrow. Here with more on the Resource Center and the grand opening coming up, Brian Anderson, Marissa Perez, and Diana Weber. Good to have you all this morning. Very key, this Resource Center. What's it going to do for the community?
Well, it's a Cancer Resource Center. It's volunteer staffed, available for cancer patients and their caregivers and family to provide programs and services and connect them through their journey. It offers emotional and peer support, and it's available for the first time here in Albuquerque at Presbyterian Casement.
I know for anybody experiencing this, it can be a tough thing, not just for the patient, but also for the family and those surrounding them. So that's the idea here, is to support, right?
Yeah, and connect them with services. We have a few key programs: Look Good, Feel Better, licensed cosmetologist, provide support to ladies going through physical changes and wigs. We have a wig closet, and additionally we help with transportation and hotel needs, and we also have a Reach to Recovery peer program, and of course the 1-800-227-2345 number and cancer.org. So
that information is good to know. It's such a neat resource. When is this going to be open for people? When's it available?
We actually had a soft opening for the center in September, and it's a volunteer staffed place, so we've just been adding more and more hours over the past several months, and so now we're able to have a grand opening because it's open from 9 to 4:30 Monday through Thursday, and it is on the Casement campus in our professional medical building, and all the services are free. So it's a wonderful resource for people to visit even if they're not from Albuquerque, they just happen to be in Albuquerque for some other reason, they can come by and get free resources too.
I know when my mom went through cancer, this was one of the big things, was having a wig available to her, you know, when going through chemotherapy. So these are some of the things that you provide people.
Right, and wigs can be, you know, some people spend $400 or $500 on one wig, and so to be able to get a wig for free is actually a really big deal.
It's a big deal, yeah, and it's a self-confidence booster as well when going through something like that. Okay, so talk to us about Nancy's Room. Is that affiliated with the Cancer Center? How so, and what's the history on that?
Nancy's Room is going to be a designated area in the Cancer Center for women who have had breast surgery to come and get fitted for a bra and prosthesis to help them recover from their breast cancer surgery. It's kind of like having a personal shopper. They'll go in a room with a volunteer who will measure them and help them choose appropriate bras and prostheses to kind of complete their look and help them to feel back to normal again. Nancy, the name is after Nancy Floyd Hayworth, who is a woman who died of breast cancer about 25 years ago. And after she died at a very young age, and after her death, her parents and some members of the community decided to form the Nancy Floyd Hayworth Foundation, whose mission is to educate and support New Mexicans about breast cancer. So Nancy Floyd Hayworth Foundation has supported the American Cancer Society and Presbyterian in creating this Nancy's Room to fill a niche that at this point in our community really isn't being filled. For a woman to come in and to be able to have access to not only just the free materials, but to a volunteer who will help them try them on and return to their pre-operative look is a really big deal.
Neat tribute and a neat resource. We got just a few seconds left, so I'm curious about the volunteer opportunities and then more information on the grand opening. When is all that taking place?
The grand opening is tomorrow, and that'll be at Casement Professional Building from 5 to 7 p.m. And there will be appetizers and so forth. We will not be doing any fittings tomorrow just because of the open house nature of the situation, but we also do still need volunteers, and if people are interested in volunteering, they can call 291-2890 and speak to Melissa.
Sounds good, and of course, an interesting resource. We wish the best for that grand opening. Thank you all for being here to us.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be right back. Stay with us.